Hey everybody, it's time to swing. We're still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra up. This part two of the 38-year-old with 7 kids. This part two to the video I dropped yesterday. So, without further ado, family, let's continue.
The twist you're saying is when you have your pregnancy, either you have an abortion or you have your child, right? And
No,
no,
even what?
no.
No, go. Let's go a little further than that. No, it was more of we about to take your whole uterus, cervical area, reproductive system, and you will not at 18 years old. At 18, and if you choose this to save your life.
You gotta understand something about me, family. All my life, it's just been this niche. I know personalities. You can't believe nothing she say. All right, trust me, I know this personality. You can't believe nothing she say. If she tell you it's raining, you better get up and go out to the window and look out there for yourself, because it's probably the sun probably shining.
You will never have another. You won't have another kid. And at that time, I was pregnant with my to be 19-year-old next weekend.
Okay. Oh, so they're saying when you had a medical condition when you were pregnant with your first child?
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice how she got a big story for everything? They lies.
Yeah.
And you decided to keep your uterus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
decided
that's why
to. I decided to not.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had to, and not trying to put all my business out there because this was 19 years ago.
Well,
but,
listen, I'm gonna pause you because I want you to understand this is a very big platform. So,
bag of weed and some Hennessy, I'm telling you. You don't need none of the rest of this stuff she talking about. Don't nobody she know got that. All right, she don't know nobody that make $90,000 a year. That's why she said 90 will be good.
if you don't
She know welfare recipients.
want to share something, don't share it because no videos come down, and this is a major platform.
yeah. Well, no, not to not share it as in it's a secret because it's not. Because to be honest, I have doctors, medical professionals, everybody like trying to put me in journalistic medical reviews and medical journals because they're like, oh my goodness, you are a walking miracle. So I would never withhold that information because I have a lot of people trying to talk to me about my individual condition because it's so rare, but it happens to women. But in a nutshell, I would have either had to choose a bone marrow transplant at 18, where I would have had to lose everything in me and possibly not even live past 3 months.
Look at Kendra. Family, this girl, I'm telling you, she need to get 702, all right? She need to check herself in.
Or, in my eyes, I chose my son. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. It's no good for me. I want my son to have, I want to have my son, and I want my son to have siblings. And so I'll pass. I'll ride it out till the wheels fall off. And here we are. My son will be 19 next weekend, and they gave me 90 days.
Okay.
And so I'm just happy to have that. So that I was pushing him. I was pushing him out. I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna take them from me, I'm gonna give you as many as I can.
See, listen, if you let her sit there and do that, that's what she gonna do. Listen, a bag of weed, some Hennessy, and you'll sit through this, you in them cheeks.
Can give until I can't. But that was
okay. So that's what I was trying to get to. So in this, I'm happy you're alive and well. So let me say that first. But are you saying you had so many children because it was predicted that you wouldn't?
it was predicted that I wouldn't. So I really wanted to have a big family my whole life. I've always wanted to have children. I love kids. Like I said, I come from a huge family. My mother had 5. My father had 3 children. Well, 1 outside my mother, but like I wanted that world. I was a little girl dreaming to be the little girl raising the kids. I was the cousin that was babysitting all the little kids. I loved it. It was what I wanted. So when I was 18 and you trying to take that from me, it was no good for me, you know? Okay. So to say that, I say this. A lot of y'all people shouldn't be judging people for having these kids because 1, kids are blessings, okay? But 2, like I said, I am career oriented and established. If you can raise and manage a child.
She get ready to start really capping. All right. Listen, I see where this going. She get ready to start capping. She just getting warmed up. I bet you.
Children, have as many as you want. Who cares? What's the problem?
Who cares? What's the problem? Okay, let me read this to you.
Okay.
Rome the Beast sent $5 to say she has a lot of wants and demands for someone with 7 kids.
I do.
Family, she don't got them wants and demands. Don't none of them dudes she got them 7 kids by got none of this stuff. They lived in the apartments down the street and over here and by the gas station. She just hoping she can get somebody to listen to this shit.
Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why. Tell Rome why you have a lot of demands for someone with 7 kids.
Kendra, happily, don't even worry about it. You don't need, just sit over there and be pretty like you are right now. Let me talk to Rome. Let's compare me and Rome. And I don't know Rome, but let's just start from the beginning. I graduated at 17 and I was always the smart kid. I joined the military when I was 17 years old. I am a retired Navy.
Listen, any chick that tell you she joined the military, get away from her. Listen, I never met a chick in my life that joined the military that just wasn't, I'm talking about, and all the men I know that ever dealt with chicks in the military got the same story I got. Okay, listen, just trust me. When she tell you she been in the military, get away from her.
Veteran, okay? I am also a nurse. I have 7 children. I live in an 8-bedroom house, and 8, when I said 8.
She ain't no nurse. Now I wouldn't doubt that she might work at the hospital or something like that. But you know, if she work at the hospital, if she put on a uniform that looks something like that, she a nurse.
I meant 8. I live in an 8-bedroom house with 3 stories. I have a basement. I have a 3-car garage. Okay, I have a 2022 Suburban.
Didn't I tell you she was getting ready to start camping? I told you she was just warming up. She ain't got shit.
That I bought in 22 of January that I had to pre-order because guess why? They weren't in stock. Okay, so if you had to match yourself to me, you might be grand, and we might be a match, Rome. How?
See, he need to match himself to some shit she don't got. He need to match herself to some words.
However, don't ever look at a woman and say just because she got 7 kids, that means it's a flaw. Kids are a blessing. I don't care if a person has 15 children. Are you able to take care of them? I'm not on welfare. I don't look for nobody. I can walk around my whole house, ask TikTok, because we do this often on TikTok. Okay, Poisonous, Sean Diamond Simone on TikTok.
She not on welfare. She She own welfare. She ain't on it. She own it.
We do this often. They've seen my whole entire house. And when I say I got 8 bedrooms, I really do. And I own my house. Okay. My house I bought for $600,000. And guess how much it's worth now? 1.5 million. Because I just
Listen. She used to tell these stories, the drunk dudes trying to get in them cheeks. Bro, she ain't never seen nothing that cost $600,000 in real life. All right, she on that Hennessy. She wildin'. All right, she wildin'. She got on a $12 shirt and some $4 shorts and told us she bought a $600,000 house.
had it appraised. So, Rome, you want to tell your story? You care to give a little bit of feedback?
Look how Kendra looking at
please
her.
tell me how would my kids have fathers? That's the thing. My kids, there's both of them.
Listen, everybody kids had fathers. Just like you. Yeah, every woman got kids got fathers. Yeah, you know.
They're getting their children this weekend when we go home, as they do, and they pay child support, believe it or not. So that adds to the little bit of income that I might have because I'm a woman of 7 children that must be on welfare and doing bad. Wrong.
Yeah.
So what else?
Okay, Diamond. I'm trying to think what we got.
I am a little spicy, but again, I'm a nurse. Oh, my bad. I left one out. I am the director of nursing.
She cries. She cries.
Google it. So I am the head of the clinical nursing department at my job. So my 7 children has nothing to do with anything. I can push out 3 more, and guess what? I'll still be the good woman that I am.
Don't play with Diamond Child.
Don't.
Ready for you?
Oh man, this is good.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so I'm trying to think where we were at last. When was your last relationship? Did I ask you that question?
No, you didn't ask that. So my last relationship was 2022 October. We broke up, me and a girl that I had been friends with for 15 years, but we had gotten into a relationship. We broke up, and we tried to rekindle a few months ago, but that lasted for like 2 months. So 2022 October.
Okay, I think
she been in a relationship with some woman for 15 years, but she been having babies. I'm telling you, she crazy.
Look, I got a little lost. Did I ask you if the girl had to look a certain way?
No, you asked me that. I said a woman's woman, pretty much the girl that looks like the girl.
Okay. Did I ask you? I don't think I asked you this one. Does she have to make a certain amount of money?
You asked me that. I said at least 90,000 plus.
We did the Kendra Cam too?
I stood up, but I don't know if it was.
Okay, I think that's where we're at. It's time for the Kendra Cam.
Oh goodness!
She couldn't wait for this.
Before it was, you got clothes on, so I'm gonna
show
move my chair.
Okay.
So yes,
I mean you're in great shape, and this was actually a question too. You're in amazing shape. DeAndre07 sent $5 and said, Kendra, ask her how she got that body snatched after 7 kids, because I got 1 kid and I look like Mrs. Clump with a big book. So she wants, this is actually a woman, she wants to know, how did you get your body snatched after 7 kids?
If you go look on my page and go look at my mother and my family, my mom looks like my sister. She had 5 kids, no stretch.
A big story with everything.
I don't have stretch marks. I probably can't do all that. So my mom.
Let me just ask this question directly, because I think that's what they want me to ask you. Have you ever had surgery after having your children?
So I had a tummy tuck. However, when I got my tummy tuck,
she couldn't just say yes.
My doctor told me when I was in there, and this is on camera, why are you here? You don't have enough fat. And if you look on my pictures, you'll see I've been skinny my whole life. But I still chose to get it because I thought it would eliminate this little pudge I got. My shirt all lopsided now. I thought it would eliminate this little pudge I got, but it didn't. So, and the doctor told me not, and I still got the pudge. But if you go look all,
she gotta get them things up there. All right, she trying to catch herself something right now.
The way back, I'm still small. I've been small for a very long time.
Okay. So, now, when was your last relationship?
But I'm telling you right now, fellas, don't listen to none of this. Bag of weed, some Hennessy. If you will listen to this, you in them cheeks.
You asked me that. That was October 2022.
Okay. Lord of Leon asked me to ask you this question. He said $5. Would you want your kids to be with someone that had 7 kids by 4 different people?
I wouldn't care because I love my children regardless of what, and I think that we should spread that.
Did you just ask her that? I told you, y'all don't listen. Oh, they ain't listening to me. What the hell?
Amongst the population.
Don't pay me no mind. I'm high.
It shouldn't matter what your children chooses to do if they're in a position to where they can handle it. So if my son being 19 chose to date a woman with 7 kids, I'll be like, baby, bring the babies over here. Let me come feed them. Let me get what we party over here. We all about to have a good. And if y'all watch my TikToks, y'all see I got all the neighborhood kids at my house. But I just love kids, to be honest. The number of kids that you have, it shouldn't determine, one, who you are as a person, or your financial stability, or even how behaved your children are. My older kids are older. So, they're well behaved. My little babies, they still are well behaved, but they're children. So who cares?
Baby girl, this ain't gonna matter to nobody that got good goddamn sense. Because anybody with good sense gonna stay away from you.